Well, Airsoft is kind of like paintball. It's a game where you go out and shoot your friends. The difference is that Airsoft uses replica firearms. They look, feel, and mostly act just like their real steel or real firearm equivalent. The major difference is instead of shooting 64, 65 caliber balls full of paint, they shoot 6mm plastic BBs. The BBs come in all kinds of weights and sizes. We have 8mm, we have 6mm. The most common is 6mm. Um, there's mainly three types of airsoft guns. There are electric power airsoft guns like this, which is the most common. They run off of a small internal motor, which spins gears, pulls back a piston, and feeds and shoots a BB. There are gas power weapons. Gas power weapons are preferred by a lot because they are the closest thing to real firearms. They operate in the same way. Basically, all the functions are the same, except they are not firing a real bullet. They are firing off of gas propellants like propane, green gas, duster gas, whatever you can really fill it with. And spring-powered guns, which are guns that fire off of the compressed air produced by a spring. You have to actually manually rack it every shot. Uh, Mostly what I use, this was an A&K replica of a Bushmaster ACR. I build my own guns, so basically everything in this gun is custom built by me. There are a few things that are still stock, but mostly it is custom work. On top I have a holographic sight. You look down with both eyes open, and it projects a small little reticle. If you've ever played war games like Call of Duty or Battlefield, you'll know what that's like. You see a little red dot, and wherever you point it shoots. It allows for faster target acquisition. The eye relief, having both eyes open, allows me to still see everything, but I'm also able to acquire targets easier. My sidearm, this is a KJW Glock 23. It's not really a Glock. They call it a M23 because the actual firearms company Glock does not allow people to really make Glocks. So it is a replica of a Glock 23. It is a compact, in real life, it is a compact 40 caliber handgun. I love Glocks. I have fired multiple actual Glocks. I love the feel. I love the look. So this is generally what I use. At this point in time, it is not working. I have to fix it, but it shall soon be up and running. What I wear. This is usually what I wear to play. Aside from clothing, right now it's cold outside, so I have a hat and a long sleeve on. Generally, I wear woodland pattern camouflage because I play in the woods. So it helps me blend in a lot, especially during the summer when everything's green. For my actual equipment, what I carry, I am wearing a replica of an Eagle Industries RRV. It is a chest rig. It has plenty of MOLLE space. MOLLE is a web attachment system that is used for attaching different kinds of pouches, for holding ammunition, whatever else you need to carry. I have 6 magazines front and center. I have up here, I have an admin pouch. I have a flashlight in it. I keep my phone in there. Tools, pens, different things that I would need for a day out in the field. I have an EMT pouch on here. I actually carry some medical supplies, some Aleve, Band-Aids, a couple wraps, just in case anything happens when we get hurt out in the field. I have a belt where I have a holster for my handgun, a lanyard so that my handgun doesn't fall out and get lost. I have a dump bag where I put my empty magazines, and on my back I have a backpack which also holds a hydration bladder. And I also have a radio and a headset because when I'm playing with a large group, or maybe even just 2 or 3 people, it really helps a lot to be able to communicate over distance instead of having to scream at each other and wave. Radios and headsets really just help to keep squad movement to where it should be. Well, the great thing about Airsoft is that anybody can play. The youngest kid that plays is 10 years old. The oldest I've ever met, I met a guy who was a 60-something-year-old Vietnam veteran who still comes and plays Airsoft. Generally, you'll get probably 18 to about 29, 30 years old is the general group. A lot of kids are in high school that play. There are some younger, but mostly you get that young adult, middle-aged kind of group. A lot of people who play are ex-military, ex-law enforcement, guys who actually have experience in real-life combat situations, handle real firearms, and just like to play without actually having to shoot somebody. There are multiple places to play in Connecticut alone, aside from outside in the rest of the country. You can pretty much play anywhere that is private property if you have permission to play there. For instance, I play a lot at my house. I have about 60 acres of woods that I have built things on, and we generally play there. There are fields such as Ground Zero Airsoft in Woolkit is an outdoor field, and then there is an indoor field also owned by Ground Zero Airsoft. It is in Waterbury, Connecticut. The difference between indoor and outdoor: indoor is most commonly referred to as CQB, which stands for Close Quarters Battle. Outdoor play is you're playing in a wide open area. It's more slow paced. There's a lot of squad-based movements. You're shooting people over longer ranges. Indoor is more fast-paced. Think paintball, like speedball. You're breaching and clearing rooms. Everything's happening quick. Everything's happening from 10, 20 feet away. Of course, we have velocity limits to keep things safe. So. Well, generally speaking, the very, very first thing we do, the most basic element of safety in airsoft, is eye protection. You have to play with eye protection. These BBs can easily take out an eye. So the number one most important thing, fields, you cannot play at a legally owned field without eye protection. A lot of people who just play backyard pickup games will not let you play without eye protection because that is just the most important aspect physically. If you get hit in the eye, you're probably going to lose your eye, and nobody wants to lose their eye playing a game. In terms of other physical safety issues, these guns do shoot plastic BBs pretty hard, so federal insurance companies have set velocity limits. The general velocity limit for an outdoor play is 400, underneath 400 feet per second is any gun. You can fire fully automatic, you can shoot at any distance. 400 to 500 feet per second is generally limited to longer range rifles like sniper rifles, custom built designated marksman rifles. They can engage at longer distances due to the higher velocity, but they can only engage past 100 feet. If there's anybody within 100 feet, there's like a safety net. You have to fire at them with a handgun, or you can't shoot at them at all. So we do a lot of things to keep things safe. That's just with outdoor. Indoor, the velocity limits are actually a lot lower. The velocity limit for indoor is 350 feet per second generally. You can only fire semi-automatic, so one round at a time, just to keep it so nobody's getting sprayed in the face from 10 feet away. Well, cost all really depends on how into it you are. I carry probably about $400 to $500 for the stuff on me just right now, and that's nothing really. I mean, you can play anything. You can really play in jeans and a t-shirt if you want. Hold a gun. Guns anywhere from the lowest end to the highest end can range from $100 to I've seen upwards of $1,000 to $3,000 depending on what brand you want to get. Equipment-wise, you can basically find anything in any price range. There are brands like Condor, Rothco, stuff like that makes things that are really, really affordable. I'm sorry, did you guys just see that? That hawk that was like 7 feet away just came in, ate a squirrel, and left?
No.
Dude, it was right there.
Are you serious?
Literally like 30 feet behind us. It just came in, picked up like a chipmunk or something, and flew off over the cliff.
I
Yeah,
missed that.
dude, it was
That
huge.
sucks. What the hell?
Yeah, there it goes.
Oh my god. He's carrying it.
Yeah. Nice.
Nature at its finest.
Oh, that thing's cool. That's a cool bird.
Please put that in.
I know, it's got to be in there.